I fell in love with basketball when I was 10. Actually, that's a lie. It was my brother I loved. Basketball was my excuse to hang around with him. I'd stick my head into his room as he listened to a game on his transistor radio. With an eye roll and a sigh, he'd wave me in. Knowing I was on thin ice, I'd plop to the floor and do my best not to annoy him. During timeouts, I studied the posters on his wall. Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, Bill Bradley, Earl Monroe, the New York Knicks. Yes! Entree into David's room wasn't the only thing I loved about basketball. It was the sounds, the squeak of sneakers on a wooden floor, the cheers and moans of the crowd, the simultaneously manly force and kid-like joy of Marv Alpert's yes coming through the tinny speaker of the radio. Basketball was the song of a city, a symphony played not in concert halls or country clubs, but on city courts, in high school gyms and driveways, the song of democracy in motion. Many years later, when my new boyfriend, Philip, asked if I liked the Knicks, I lit up. And when he said he had good seats, I almost cried. We'd meet after work, Philip tall and smiling in a suit. When my cheek brushed against the fine wool of his jacket, I felt safe in a way I hadn't since I was a kid and my father got home from work. Advertising guys wore jeans and baseball caps. I was with a man. The thunder of the garden filled my body, and I raised my arms singing, "Go New York, go New York, go New York, go." We sat a little behind Woody Allen, and I kept my eye on his bald spot between plays. Sometimes JFK Jr. walked by, his glorious crown of hair seeming to float above the crowd. This, our first year of dating, was heady with infatuation and the newness of each other's worlds. The Knicks were our touch point, both anchoring and propelling us forward. At the Garden, we gulped cold beer and shouted. At home, we propped ourselves against giant pillows and screamed with alternating glee and fury. We paced in front of the TV. We fell in love. We watched and cheered during our first year of marriage, and it was through muted TV speakers at Mount Sinai Hospital that I heard the squeak of sneakers on wood as I went into labor and gave birth to two future Knicks fans exactly 26 years ago. Life went on, and we were lucky until we weren't. We lost parents, we lost friends. The Knicks lost their mojo, and to my surprise, I lost interest. Work, kids, and life took over, and I no longer knew the playing schedule. Philip watched, but not the way he used to. I became a distant fan at best. And then our Knicks came back. We watched more games this past season than ever because we needed the wins. They took us away from the sense of loss we felt as we watched our country unravel. The loss of freedom, decency, and maybe democracy itself. The Knicks are a blue and orange salve on our wounded red, white, and blue souls. So we jump from the sofa, we scream, we high-five, we cheer for our team, a team that sweeps us up and reminds us that there is always hope no matter what. Whistles will blow, sneakers will squeak, and we'll get to our feet and sing, "Go New York, go New York, go New York, go."